Today I saw one of my friends. She also based in Hong Kong. So she asked me advice. So I tried to explain my experience to rent our apartment. I think there are many things to be careful as local employment. So I would like to spread out the two parts. So today I want to talk about what is the procedure to rent apartments. And in my next video, I'm gonna explain the tips to be careful when you rent an apartment in Hong Kong. So part one, procedure for renting apartment. So as before that, so in Hong Kong, it is a little bit different from Japan because normally in Japan, like whole building is the same owner. So if the building like apartments is the same, like all the layouts or like how many bedrooms or like the layouts for kitchen should be same. But in Hong Kong, so owner have their own room, like each room. So it means each room have the different owner. So even if the building itself is the same, but if you change the room, all the layouts is totally different. Even like refrigerator, kitchens, bedrooms, it's totally up to each owner. So if you think, oh, because this is the same building, so you don't need to see every single room, but it's not true. In Hong Kong, you have to check every single room if you really like or not. And also, you need to be careful the personality of owners. It's really important. But I think I'm gonna talk about more details about the owner personality, agent's personality in my next video. So based on this idea, first of all, you have to find the agent who is really reliable. So if possible, if you have anyone in Hong Kong, you can ask them to refer someone. I did it. I asked my ex-manager if he knew anyone, and this is the best way to find it. So please contact agent and please share all the details, like what kind of, like which area, like how many bedrooms you want, what is your budget, and something like this. Yeah, you can just share anything you want to see or anything you want. And after they collect all the information, we gonna decide for reviewing, like visiting the room. It's gonna be maybe 1 week later or 2 weeks later, but Hong Kong is normally it's really quick. And also sometimes the residents still there, it's not empty room. So if you went there on weekends, you may see existing residents as well. So on that day, you're gonna see if you like the room, like when you can start to leave. And also it's like a layout, like a furniture, because some of the owner also provide include the furnitures, which means, so because this sofa it's not mine, it's not ours, it is from owners. So this kind of thing, it's really up to owners. So some house, like apartments already have video, TV, sofa, tables, bed, everything, but some of the rooms it's really empty. So you also have to check this kind of part as well. And when you decide which room you want to go for it, you have to contact agents. Actually, I decided on that day, but after you talk to agents contact owner. And between owner, yourself, sometimes you can, no, most of the time you can negotiate the rental fee. So I also asked them like 1,500 cheaper than original one, but you can negotiate the price. And on the contract day, you would see the owner and agent all together because it is the day to sign. I saw agents and owners at this room on that day, and we checked everything all together. Like if all the furniture is not broken or if any parts like damaged, and we take picture, and I also ask them to show me how to use. For example, sometimes the shower, like a bathroom, sometimes they have problem to get the hot water. So I ask them if it's really working. Even we have the gas in the kitchen, so I ask them if it was really working. And also we have the list for all the furniture, so we just take it and we check everything together, and we have agreed. And if everything's okay, I have to show my ID card, and both owner and myself sign the contract. And then after that, it's time to say goodbye to owner, but I have to pay them the deposit by check. Check is fine. Normally for deposit for owners, it's 2 months. So we have to make the deposit, and then I gave them on the day. And after that, I visit their agent's office because it's a rental company, like property company. So I went their office, and also I have to pay commission to agents. Normally it's like a 50% of the rental fee we have to pay. If your contract like a start date is like 1st of July, and most of the time the owner allowed you to get into the room 1 week before. It is like a free rental period. Normally we do, but I think it also depends on the owner. But those kind of things, all the terms and conditions should be in the contract, so you have to check every single word if everything's okay. So this is really brief procedure how to rent an apartment. So normally the most of the Japanese is not employed as local. They were just transferred from Japanese company to Hong Kong. In this case, company supports you everything. Like a company introduce the person in charge, even the company give you the financial support for rental apartment. But myself and my husband, both of us is employment as local, so there's no financial support, there's no people who support me. That's why I asked my ex-manager if he knew anyone who is really reliable, because it's really important. And luckily I found very nice agent, so I always ask him, or even the owners were so kind. It's incredibly, they're so nice, so I always talk to them. Hong Kong is really quick, so if you want to start leave from like 2 months later, it's better to start like just 1 month before you want to move. Otherwise it's really quick. If the room is really popular, you may not be able to rent because the owner confirmed with other people. So yeah, this is it. So it's about part 1. So in part 2, I'm gonna give you some tips to be success to rent apartment in Hong Kong. Thank you for watching. Bye.